Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're a first time watcher, glad to have you here. If you're a returning favorite, welcome back. So, today I have two candles review in here, post-burn review. It is from Homeworx and it is in the 3-wick Ulta exclusive collection here. So, they're 14 ounces, they're both 14 ounces here. Burn time 30 to 45 hours. First one is Beach Bonfire, and the second one is Butter Cookie Crunch. So, Butter Cookie Crunch is a brand new fragrance for Homeworx. Beach Bonfire came out last year in a 4-wick candle. It came out and it was released with Lemongrass Breeze, and it came out after the pandemic, and it was like one of those first releases during the pandemic. And I think it just got lost. You know, QVC kind of didn't know what they were doing as far as hosts and shows and guests and, you know, the whole virtual thing. So I think it just kind of got lost in translation a little bit, because it's a great scent. I did talk about it last year. I didn't burn it last year, but I did buy it and talk about it last year, both Lemongrass Breeze and Beach Bonfire, and I do think it's an amazing scent. Butter Cookie Crunch is new, like I said. Ulta, and the great thing about these candles, guys, they're 15 bucks. They're $15 at Ulta. I mean, for the quality here, you can't go wrong. I think these have improved greatly over the first release of the 3-wicks, back in the, was it early spring? I think it was. So let's go over Beach Bonfire first, right? Since we've had this before. So we do have the printed on label. It's just the text. It's like a die cut there, and it says cozy and comforting smoked birch, cypress, ocean mist, and amber. And here we do have the wood lids, 3 wicks, no set, really good. Little smuts, a little on the residue on the side there. These wicks, I'll admit I was trimming a little bit of the wicks on here, and I will probably, you know, just snip off the top of the wick there, but burning, this smells, it is a smoky bonfire type fragrance. I can see why it's released in the summertime, but I would use it in the fall, in September, when the nights are just getting cool. That's where I see this candle having its place, and that's where I will burn it more than likely, even though I burned a little bit already, halfway already. I will use it again back in the fall time, because I think that's really where its home should be. So yeah, it's a smoky fragrance. It is not as intense as Winter Fireside from Homeworx. It's not quite the autumn, I think it's Autumn Bonfire. This is a smoked birch. If you look at if you go back a few years of Bath & Body Works, they did a smoked birch fragrance. It was in that silver jar with the marble top. There's a lot of similarities between the two on here. It's all the ocean mist. I don't really pick it up because it's just an overpowering smoky smoked birch fragrance, which is awesome. I had this going in my kitchen and it performed beautifully. It actually threw a lot, but now it's not as a powerhouse as the 4 wicks are, but it is up there. The 4 wicks are still going to be a little bit stronger than these 3 wicks here, but it worked out pretty well. It was in my kitchen and it drifted out. So that is Beach Bonfire. And the good thing about this is the lids, you can reuse these as coasters when you're done with the candle. I mean, it's a nice wood lid. Don't throw it out. I mean, you can reuse it as a coaster. It's great. So there's that. Now, next up we have here is Butter Cookie Crunch. Decadent and delicious. Tahitian vanilla, brown sugar, praline, and shortbread. So there's that one on the burn. Like I said, they don't set. They're doing really good. This smells like a sugar cookie. It's a buttery sweet. Now, not as buttery sweet as, say, the coconut shortbread, which I'm going to be talking about in another video. But but it is more of a sugar cookie. So if you had the Scentworx sugar cookie last year, this year, and you take that and you tone it down a little bit, that's what you have here with Butter Cookie Crunch. You do get the vanilla, like I said, and the buttery sweetness of baked goods, fresh out of the oven cookie. So it is nice, and it is decadent, and it's I'm gonna start using this term again because we haven't been able to, but it is guest friendly. If you have this going in your kitchen like I did, I burned this in one room in the kitchen, then I had the coconut shortbread going in the other room, and they worked really well together. So when you're walking around the house, they're kind of blending where coconut shortbread is, and then you have a little bit of the butter cookie crunch, and then you go in the opposite, you go to butter cookie crunch, and then the coconut shortbread comes in. It's there. So it is, yeah, and it has shortbread, so it makes sense. But it is just a like sugar cookie, really. It's a nice sugar cookie. A sugar cookie that performs, and you know, that's kind of difficult for some sugar cookie scents. So performance-wise, yeah, it was strong, and yeah, it traveled up the stairs. So I was really, really impressed with that. Both of these candles, and Beach Bonfire was probably a little bit stronger, just because of by nature, those fragrances that are in that are stronger, whereas like the buttery vanilla gourmands, they tend to be a little weaker. And that's of all candle companies. So vanilla fragrances are not usually strong. So that's what I have for you there. 15 bucks at Ulta, and you can use some coupons on them sometime, but burn has been perfect on both of these. I think the burn has improved greatly from the first set of these 3 wicks at Ulta. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all real soon. Stay safe out there.